Never give up if you want to be successful on your work, on your job, in school. Never ever give up if you want to be successful in sports. Never give up if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a freelance. Because if you give up, you never will see results. But strangely, when they talk about love, when they talk about relationship, usually every so-called experts, they try to tell you that if you love somebody and you have some problem with your partner, you have to give up. You have to let them go. And to me, this idea is really toxic. To me, this idea is a complete nonsense, because when I help couples to get back together, I know the amount of effort that you have to take to save a relationship. I know how long it takes for you guys to get back together and feel in love again and stay well together again. To me, if you are an entrepreneur and you have problems in your work and there are no solution, instead of closing your company, usually, most of the times, is the best idea that you can have. Because sometimes market conditions makes absolutely impossible for a company to survive. When light bulbs came to market and you were selling candles, what would have you done in that situation? You would have continued to sell candles if people wanted light bulbs? And it was much better to give up selling candles and start selling light bulbs? Because most of the relationship issues are not about emotions at all. 90% of the times the issues of couples are related to something about comprehension of the others, about awareness of problems, about awareness of the sensitivity of the other partner, of their ability to understand ourselves. And if your partner isn't able to understand you right now, you have to teach them to understand what's wrong. You have to be able to help them to grow, to be more mature during a relationship. If you give up, you make your children some trauma that they will have to suffer in their future. If you break up without even trying to do the right things to recover your relationship, your children will suffer from it, because their trust in themselves, their trust in relationships in general, love relationships in general, will be harmed by your direct experience, because they are looking at you. And if mom and daddy are arguing all the times, guess what they will do in their future? They will continue arguing. They will treat bad their partner. And guess who's the best teacher for them to have an healthy relationship, to have an healthy way to handle arguments and fights? If you are thinking that you did everything you could to save your relationship, please think again. Sometimes there are people that calls me and tells me about their relationship, what they have done to recover their relationship, to what they've done to help their partner to feel good again. And sometimes they tell me a lot of heartbreaking stories. They tell me that maybe they have started to cook delicious dishes for their partners. They made beautiful apple pies. They started to purchase $300 lingerie. They started to go to the gym to improve their physical appearances. They did everything beside talking actually to their partner. Because usually when your partner is feeling so hard by us, isn't actually able to tell us what really went wrong between us. Because usually they feel so humiliated by us, so few listened by us, that they are thinking, what's the point of telling how I feel right now? What's the point even of saying what I think that you are doing wrong with me? What's the point? Because you aren't even able to listen to me. You aren't even able to understand what I am saying to you. So I just give up. I just don't want to talk to you. I'm just waiting for you to change. I'm just waiting to you to show me that you are really interested to listen to myself, that you are really interested to hear that you want me in your life, because they know that they will feel humiliated to tell you stuff that they feel so ashamed and humiliated already, that when they told you that they feel humiliated by us, they will feel humiliated for the third time in a row, because usually our answers at their complaints is always, oh well, I just don't care. You are telling me stories. You are telling me things that I don't care about it. And usually we are the ones that we say, but you were the one that started this. And by telling this kind of stuff to somebody that wants just to complain with us in order to improve, to make us understand what's going on in their hearts in that moment, of course, they will close in themselves. And when you start to think that there aren't solutions at all to solve your relationship issues, of course there won't be any solutions, because you have decided that there aren't any solutions at all. And we must ask ourselves, but to save this relationship, is it useful to cook some beautiful apple pies? Is it useful to purchase a $300 worth of lingerie? Or maybe I have to change my behavior. Or maybe that person need to hear some different voice. Or this person need to hear some different words going out of my mouth. Because if you think that you have done everything you could, and the only three things that you did are saying to your partner that the things that he was complaining you about are bullshit, that you did beautiful apple cakes and he didn't even like the apple cakes in the first place, and that if you were running around the house with this beautiful lingerie, this lingerie alone could help your sex life improving, well, maybe you have to realize that you did everything, but not what is really necessary to make the relationship work. And maybe if you think, okay, I did everything good, but our relationship has ended, and now I want to get in a relationship with somebody else. I know deeply in my heart that every time that you will make love with that new person, inside of yourself will always be this thinking, why I'm not experiencing these beautiful emotions with my ex-husband? Why I'm making love with this woman if I still actually love my ex-wife? And this thought alone makes my heart break. Because if you love really somebody, even if this person doesn't love you no more, even if this person doesn't even want to listen to you, I know that you still love them so much. But you need to learn how to help them to get back, fall in love with you.